What up, everybody? It's your boy PTK BLAM back with another episode of another video I have up for today for you guys. I know I haven't done one of these single videos outside of the shop podcast in a little while, a little bit over a week. So I definitely wanted to bring you guys some news today. Definitely want to talk about a topic that just came up today randomly on Twitter. Me and a friend of mine were talking about it, but you know I always do. I always start off the video before I get into the topic with just saying thank everybody, thank you guys for coming to the channel, coming to the podcast. I want to give a huge shout out to my two guys, Asthmatic and GKB Gamers Knows Best. These two guys have been a godsend to me. We've been great as a group. I appreciate their integrity. I appreciate the support and everything. But most of all, I appreciate the support from subscribers and people coming into the show, coming into the just coming to the channel. I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me. So let's go ahead and get right into the topic of the day. As you know, right now in gaming, it's February. There's some big games coming out. You have Quantum Break soon. You have the Division. So a lot of people are going to be getting into those, but it's still kind of early and it's still kind of a lull. Right around these time. A year each year, there's kind of a down time. There's a little month period there where there's not much going on. Like I said before, we do have releases coming up that are going to be big. Everybody's going to be playing them. But besides that, we don't have a whole lot early in the year. So right now, I know a lot of people don't want to do this, and I like to do it just because it's fun. But I want to speculate about E3 2016 for the Xbox One in particular. Now, people, like I said before, it's always a crap shot. We see leaks, we see different things as the year goes by, and all these different things and scenarios come up. But I like to talk about it because, like I said, there's a low right now, and hey, why not? You know, it's something that we're all going to be looking forward to. If anybody says they're not hyped for E3 and that they wouldn't, if they could hear like some of the things being talked about at E3 that they wouldn't, uh, I wouldn't believe them at all because I mean we're all gamers. We all really want to know what's going on and want to get inside these boardrooms and figure out what's going on and what's going to be released for all the platforms. But I want to talk about that. I got into a shout out to my buddy too, Xbox Junkie on Twitter. Me and him kind of talked about it early, and I want to kind of bring some things to your attention. We kind of know for the most part what's going to be at E3. As far as like there's some games we know that are going to be have some gameplay shown for a lot of some remasters coming back. Nintendo's going to be releasing their new system. We know about that. Obviously, the bigger games that we already know about dropping in 2016 probably see more gameplay from them. But there are a lot of unknowns, especially on the Xbox One side. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is what are we going to see? Some of the things that we may not see. Some of the smaller things like features and maybe even an unannounced game or two that we may see from E3. And me and him got to talking back and forth, and we were throwing this question around. And I kind of want to just go ahead and go over some of the things he mentioned, which I thought would be cool. Now, earlier last year, Mikey Barrow was quoted as saying that they had something bigger than backwards compatibility. And me and my friends have kind of talked about this, me and the guys here on the podcast and other friends I have in the Twitter community. Like, what the hell could he be talking about? Because backwards compatibility was huge. What could be possibly bigger than that? A lot of people were saying a slim, but if you think about a slim, that's not really. I mean, most of us kind of know something. If it's going to come, it's going to come. A slim, I wouldn't be too geeked over or too hyped for, in my opinion, because I personally don't think that the console needs a redesign. I don't really think that's going to do much for the brand. I think it's fine the way it is. Just making it smaller, I don't know. But that's just my opinion on that particular one. But he did mention that they had something lined up, possibly even bigger, or I think he even said bigger than backwards compatibility, which was huge. Um, so we just want to kind of spitball through some things back and forth, and just kind of want to go over some of the things that we talked about. Um, One was a family share plan, which was kind of scrapped at the 20 E3 reveal, the E3 2013 and reveal 2013. The whole DRM issue, they kind of scrapped it. Now there are some like backhanded ways you can still share games and things like that, but the actual true family share, where you kind of share with I think it was 5 or 10 people, they had that all set up so that Xbox One users could do that, but they scrapped it. Maybe something, some family share to some effect will come back. We don't know what. That was one of the things we talked about. Also, another unannounced game, possibly hoping for some unannounced titles. We kind of been here on the Shop podcast talking about is there a third party exclusive title that they can get or bring back some old franchises or a few new franchises we don't know currently at this point. But I definitely think there will be something unannounced. So I'd like to hear from you guys too. What you guys think may be unannounced as far as a game. Um, Let's see here. Also he mentioned too, and I think this is kind of neat. That will be achievement list OG Xbox titles that'll be available. And we also mentioned the some kind of arcade and or a Xbox store to go purchase backwards compatible titles coming to the Xbox One. A dedicated store where you can go and you can download these titles digitally and get them and play them right there on your Xbox One. That's going to make it real easy and convenient for people to catch on to this backwards compatibility thing. It's catching on now. It's picking up steam, but it'll just make it easier if you just take everything, throw it in one store. That makes it easier for people who already own Xbox Ones to find these games and not have to go searching around through. You got pawn shops and Best Buy and Walmart and all these different stores hunting for these games that aren't as readily available that are coming to backwards compatible to the backwards compatibility feature. So that was another thing that we talked about too. There's a bunch of other stuff, but I really did this video today just to talk about that. What are some of the things you guys want to see at E3 2016 from Sony, Nintendo, or even Microsoft? Those are some of the things that were really Microsoft specific that I could think of that we kind of threw around today. And I think it's a nice time to talk about that because it's right. It's kind of like the calm before the storm. In a month or two, we're going to start hearing about things like leaks. We're going to start hearing about different games, features. We're going to start hearing about E3. So it's kind of nice to get in early and talk about that. It's always fun to spitball. But you guys tell me what you think. Like I said, this is your boy Blam. I appreciate the love and support. Please rate, comment, and subscribe to the video. I've been forgetting to say that. But I do appreciate the support. The Shop Podcast, we are coming tomorrow. I got something special lined up for Tuesday, I believe, too. I'm going to go ahead and tweet that out, too. So I'm going to let you guys know about that a little. It's a new series that I'm starting, and I got a great guest for the first series. So I'll let you guys know about that a little bit later. So thank you for watching the video. Blam out. You guys have a great evening. Bye.